Bienvenue à la Comédie Boulangerie. Je voudrais Jack Daniels avec fromage. You guys are like, what is this, French class? It's actually much worse. Before I begin, I should say that I have kind of an uncomfortable energy. It's almost like I give off like awkward pheromones. But this is how I move through life, and it's a fucking nightmare. My mom tells me my comedy makes people uncomfortable. For the record, she also once told me that Mount Rushmore occurred naturally. I need a beautiful female volunteer to give me a blowjob. Just to get me started. All right, I'll open the floor up. Also, male volunteers. All right, there's too many people to choose from. I gotta move on to the next bit. When I was a kid, I was diagnosed with an auditory processing disorder. The doctor explained it to me, but I was like, what the hell is he talking about? I played violin when I was a kid. One of the reasons I played violin was there was this really cool jockey dude who was like, hey Pat, you wanna get laid? You gotta play violin. And looking back, I'm pretty sure he said football. It was rough playing violin. I got called a lot of names, you know? Names like Fiddle Bitch and Dick Hands. Some of the names were unrelated to my violin playing. Worst nickname I had was Vagina Dehumidifier. Harsh. Coming from my guidance counselor? Some people have resting bitch face. I have resting school shooter face. You better laugh. Parents always get weirded out when I look at their kids. It's like I'm just checking your kid out. World's so PC, you can't even stick your finger in a kid's mouth anymore. Which reminds me, I went to Catholic school. We had to wear uniforms. Latex bondage suits. I went to confession, but I never had to do any penance. The priest said he could just suck my sins out. I want to open up a Lord of the Rings themed restaurant called Mordor, where employees greet you by saying, welcome to Mordor. May I take your Ordor? A lot of places are getting gentrified, but I figured out one place that's gentrification proof. It's called prison. Not a lot of organic markets popping up in cell block D. I was having sex, thank you, with a 35-year-old woman, and she kept calling me daddy. And I was like, what does she call guys older than her? My guess is Brigadier General. I dated a porn star, it didn't work out. I only had one dick. I dated a banana farmer, she split. I dated a gymnast, she split too. I dated an unemployed girl, didn't work. Dated a fat girl, didn't work out. I dated an air conditioner repair woman, not a fan. A girl keyed the word asshole into my car, but I fixed it. I keyed a G in front and an arrow to the gas can. Recently had sex somewhere weird. Yeah, I was in a loving relationship. I have a step counter on my phone, but I always double the number of steps it says I took, you know, because Jesus walks beside me. Everywhere I go. I always thought being an undercover cop would be a cool job, but now that I'm older, wiser, I think an even cooler job would be being an undercover firefighter. Can you imagine? Some guy gains the trust of a fire over the course of years. Shit goes down, the fire's like, lift up his shirt, he's wearing a hose. It's hard to get going in the morning. Do what I do, stick a car key into my urethra. Give it a turn. You guys remember when Dick Cheney shot that guy in the face? He was like, "I'm Dick Cheney, welcome to Jackass." You guys enjoying the fall? You guys enjoying the fall? Of Western civilization? I was doing some titty fucking recently. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. But this girl, she really fucked my tits. I got 3 nipples, none of them work. My parents have 3 kids, none of them work either. My family's always hanging out without me, you know? It's like, who are they, my friends? I think my dad can do better than my mom. So I'm gonna set him up with my aunt. But that's his sister. In Japan, there's an ancient suicide ritual called seppuku, where a brave samurai warrior plunges a blade into his abdomen and drags it across. Even in death, Japanese people make sushi. In America, there's a suicide ritual called Vicky, where you just talk to my mom. So you give up, walk into the woods. My mom finally gave me the sex talk. I couldn't believe it. She charged me $1.99 a minute. I think I'm becoming my mom, because I never want to have sex with my dad anymore. Oh, my sweet old grandma, she used to order warm milk at restaurants. Then she'd take the milk and inject it into her boobs and go, to feel young again. I signed the guest book at her funeral. I wrote, "Had a great time," and signed it, "Dick Hurts." My grandpa died recently. He was a really philosophical guy, and I was actually in the room with him when he died. I'll never forget his last words. He said, "The black nurse drank my orange juice." My grandpa had Alzheimer's. Still no cure for Alzheimer's. It's like they forgot they were looking for a cure. Stupid. Dusk must be horrifying for people with Alzheimer's. What the fuck is happening? Oh, darkness is falling all around me. Will I ever see the daylight again? And for some of them, the answer is no. Fellas, you ever jack off just because you see a napkin laying around? This is a Frank Sinatra song that never got released. It goes, "Fly me to the ship, let me sink among the piss as the rats are bubbling up through the sewers, and a wing, bang, boom, I hit my wife in the face, pow, hit it, man." Thank you. I only have 35 more minutes up here, guys. Better start laughing. I lost my daughter to cancer. Yeah, but I gained some walking around money. You're like, he doesn't have a daughter. You're right, I don't. Not anymore. Whoever's on their period here tonight, you're beautiful. You're perfect. You're talented. You deserve everything in the world. Except oral sex. That's where I draw the line. I'm nonviolent. When I go swimming, I won't even do a cannonball. They got a day for everything now. Like, I just learned there's a World Obesity Day, and I don't want to take shots at fat people, unless they're insulin shots. Also, just learned my girlfriend has a birthday. She celebrated it by yelling at me. There's a few people who are laughing. There's a few people who are with me. That's good, man. Any industry here tonight? Auto industry? I got some movie ideas I want to pitch. This first movie idea, it's called Speedboat Catastrophe. You're wondering, what's that about? Well, it's a melodramatic tragedy about a guy named Speedboat battling Crohn's disease. Movie idea number 2. A down-on-her-luck pregnant woman becomes an unlikely superstar in the high-stakes underground sport of competitive lactating. It's called The Last Drop of Titty Milk. Movie idea number 3, title, Horse on the Freeway. Story, everyone in LA is late for work one day because there's a horse on the freeway. Whole movie's people honking their horns, yelling things like the following. What the fuck? What the fuck? Movie idea number 4, group of high school guys tries to get laid before they graduate. The twist is they're all victims of sexual abuse. That movie's called You Guys Sure You Want to Do This? Man, what's your name?
Devin.
Cool. Movie idea number 7. A blind man uses faith to help him climb Mount Everest. It's called Plummeting to Death. Bringing us home, movie idea number 6. It's a 2-parter. First half of the movie's Angelica Houston going down a line of people, choking them to death. 90-minute intermission. Second half of the movie, it's Al Gore. He's dressed up like a baby. He's eating soup out of a bathtub. He's saying things like,
this is good soup. It is an inconvenient truth how good this soup is. Hey, soup zone. Anybody want some soup? Soup, soup, soup.
That movie's called Better Than Avatar. I have this piece I'd like to do now. This is Goodnight Moon 2. Good night, room. Good night, moon. Good night, DVD of Cocoon. Good night, smog. Good night, stars. Good night, non-violent, mostly black offenders behind bars. Good night, Obama. Good night, Trump. Good night, Melania and her lovely lady lumps. Good night, Army. Good night, Navy. Good night, biscuits. Good night, gravy. Good night, dreamer. Good night, sucker. Good night, homeless man. Screaming, "That's right, motherfucker!" Good night, haters. Good night, drama. Good night, Wilmer Valderrama. Good night, town. Good night, air. Good night, noises everywhere. Thank you very much. Guys, will you please get some energy in this room? I'm gonna play one more song, and I'm gonna bring out Joel Berg, Joel Jimenez, and Chris motherfucking Dillon out on stage to join me. Give it up for Joel Berg and Chris Dillon. This song was written during a very dark time in my life. It's about a spiritual journey that I went on not so long ago. I tried to pray, but I don't know what would hear me. I looked all around, and I saw no spirits near me. I studied the sun, but the sun was not my father. I gazed at the stars, there were too many to even bother. I stared at your face, but your face, it wore no meaning. I felt no holy grace, no benevolent force intervening. And so I've decided to start worshiping Satan. I've sworn my allegiance to his prickly red balls. He's the fiery prince of all darkness. I fucking bow down before him and say, hey, baby boy, I am yours. Baby boy, I am yours. Satan instructed me to find a Lebanese family and befriend them. Then Satan said I should loan them some books by Graham Greene. And I was like, Satan, my friend, what if this family doesn't like Graham Greene? And Satan screamed, I don't see how that could be possible. No mortal beast could resist his lean prose. He's a wizard of words and a champion. I fucking bow down before him and say, hey, Graham Greene, you are my king. Graham Greene, you are my king. Let me suck your dick. Then Satan cried, and I asked him why so tearful. And he replied, I'm trying to get Joel to look up. Then Satan cried, and I asked him why so tearful. And he replied, I am pure, unfiltered evil. But there's more to me than what you've seen. I love poetry, it make me cream of my jeans. And so I've decided to stop worshiping Satan. He's a weak little bitch who's obsessed with Graham Greene. I've decided to follow my own path. It's a path that is it's a path that is filled with fat blunts. Oh, it's a path that is filled with fat blunts and sexy ass jazz in my sweet Prius. Thank you very much.
Live from the world famous Comedy Store main room for a brand new episode of Kill Tony. Here's Tony.
It's me. Hello. Hi, everybody. Come on, make some noise.
Comedians, hello, and good evening, and welcome. I'm excited to be here with you at the #1 live podcast in the world. Some unfortunate news, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just going to let you know right up off the top. The great Ron White was scheduled to be here tonight. And unfortunately, his plane malfunctioned in Austin, Texas at 5 o'clock this evening. I got a text a little after 5 saying, not going to be able to make it. My plane is broken. So,
His own personal plane, I think, also.
however, he will be here next week, and anybody who came to this show tonight, even though I'm sure a lot of you are visiting from around the world, but whoever came here tonight automatically gets in next week, on top of all the other people that are going to be here. Ron White, live from the Comedy Store next week. Save yourself $5 by bringing your receipt from tonight or whatever the fuck. And I'm going to Australia, Brian. I'm going back to Australia for the third year in a row. I'm going to be spending Thanksgiving in Australia. And you know when that is. That's November 22nd in Melbourne, the 23rd in Sydney, the 24th in Sydney, the 25th in Sydney, the 26th in Brisbane, and the 28th in Adelaide. So for those of you listening, I can hear one of their jungle birds. Oh, the old Australian jungle bird. Oh, look out. Oh, okay, I don't think they have elephants, Brian. So I'm excited about that. La Jolla and some other fun things coming up, all at TonyHinchcliffe.com. I'm excited about that, and I'm excited about tonight's episode. Oh, the great Ryan J. Ebelt here, ladies and gentlemen, back from his trip to Texas. We went a whole week without him. Not easy to do. We were jonesing for our Ryan J. Ebelt. He's going to draw tonight's episode. Whatever he sees go down up here. While you all sit there like a bunch of lazy asses, you're going to see by the end of the show, he drew a drawing of tonight's episode. It's going to blow your fucking mind. All of his prints of every show, including the official Kill Tony poster, available at RyanJebelt.com. You know what else I love? Speedweed. Speedweed delivers weed to your fucking house. What? Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing.
We're on Speedweed tonight.
All right. So in place of the great Ron White, I decided to do something sort of super creative. I decided to have one young man make his debut on this panel. How many of you out there are real Kill Tony fans? You've listened to the show before. Some newbies up on the second level. I get it. Well, one of the cast members of this show who's never actually sat in on the show, we've had Jeremiah and Pat as guest panelists one night while this man played his instrument. This guy joined the show a year and a half ago. He blew our minds every single night, killing it. And our other friend, the star of Jackass. Put your hands together for tonight's guest. It's Joel Berg, Joel Jimenez, and Wee Man. Do you hear that? Listen to this fucking war zone, Joelberg. The fucking dream has come true. The little boy that worked at a skate park for how long?
9 years.
He worked at a skate park for 9 years. A year and a half ago, he joined the cast of Kill Tony as the drummer. And now, speaking of skate parks, now your first time on the show guesting is with this motherfucker.
My man.
Dude, and we were just talking in the back. He's like, "You still go to the Culver City Park?" And I'm like, "Well, you ever been there?" And he's like, "Dude, we used to go all the time." I'm like, "Oh no, I haven't been there lately."
You fucking skateboard guys.
Yep.
Well, I'm excited about this. Welcome back, Wee Man. Always fun.
Thank you.
You gave me one of the best fucking pairs of underwear. What is that underwear?
Skivvies.
Oh my god, they were amazing.
I love
have
giving
some in
dudes
my trunk
underwear.
for you.
Where's my underwear?
Some diggers. It's been in my trunk every fucking Monday for like 3 weeks.
Left it there.
I don't. You think I want 2 packs of XL underwear in my trunk for no reason?
It's good squeegee.
Every time I open my trunk, I'm like, why the fuck haven't I given that to him yet? I also have a fun fact. This is what happens on Mondays. We have so much fun after the show. I also have your what's his name? The country music star.
Oh yeah, we switch Will Walker Jr.
Wheeler Walker Jr. I've had a vinyl album with your.
If it's in your
made out to Red Band.
If it's in your car, it's melted.
It's been 3 months in the heat. 3 months. I'm sure.
that's
If
not
you
good.
ever wanted to listen to it, it's gonna be fucked up. And we're also gonna do something special with the band tonight, guys. You must be wondering who's gonna fill in for Joelberg. In a very, very exciting revelation, we have a super band here tonight. Not only do we have the Kill Tony Band, but we have the Kill Tony Band Plus Plus. Put your hands together for them. It's the greatest fucking band in the land, the greatest band in all of comedy. It's the Kill Tony Band. Pat Reagan, Jeremiah Watkins, Paul Wilkenfeld, and Chris, the bass player, on drums. Yes, that's Paul Wilkenfeld, ladies and gentlemen. Bass player for The Who, Jeff Beck, real musician. And also, it appears as though we have cats.
Damn cat.
Oh my god! Paul is also a cat. And Jeremiah is a cat. I cannot
don't know, every week the band comes out as different characters and they try to commit to those characters and make jokes out of those characters as the show goes on. They are just wild black cats. They are really crazy about yarn. I've never even seen, obviously they've never seen how a cat actually plays before. Ever. These are two non-cat owners doing their weirdest panicky cat impression. Like a cat has to unravel the ball of yarn to put some kind of fire out or something like that.
You got two black cats and two black cats.
Well, there they go. Put your hands together for the band. There they are. Is that where you're going to sit, Todd? You don't want to be up front with those guys? I think there's a third stool up there for you. Tall Wilkenfeld, ladies and gentlemen, doing her West Coast California tour. Some really awesome venues the whole month of November. She's at the Troubadour here in Hollywood, November 30th, Solana Beach, Sacramento, Mill Valley, Santa Barbara, Hermosa. Amazing tour. Put your hands together for Tall Wilkenfeld, ladies and gentlemen. Pat and Jeremiah, you're a couple of fucking cats. How you feeling over there?
I want to go in outside! I am on my ninth life! I'm a stray cat!
Oh my god. It's a crazy fucking cat.
I've never let him inside before. I'm a house cat, if you haven't guessed, Tony.
Oh, look at you. You're so prissy. And then you got that fucking in heat fucking dirty bitch of a cat next to you.
I had a house once!
Fuck yeah.
Hey Tony,
Yeah.
I made a new drum kit for the show. Can I? It's weird that the night I bring the new drum set, I'm not on the drum set. But
Wow, Joel brought a new bass drum. I see it. And by the looks of things, it looks like it is a trash bag. It's a trash bag bass kit. What the fuck? Whoa! It's like Kill Tony Christmas. Cool. Wow, that's the real logo. Joel, you're so likable.
we'll see that
Put your hands together for our new bass drum here at the Kill Tony Band. Let's start the fucking show. Let's jump into it. You guys know how it works. I have a bucket full of names here. A bunch of comedians signed up for the chance. Sometimes it's a comedian, sometimes it's a completely insane person who's never even seen the show before and they just sign up for things. But if I pull your name out of the bucket, you have to do 60 seconds of stage time uninterrupted. When that 60 seconds is up, you'll hear the sound of a kitty.
We will be doing that all night.
Wow. Man, that's awesome. That means wrap it up there, or else you're gonna bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. Ooh, the cats are scared. Look at that. Look how concerned they are. Yes, they always tap their feet together with yarn when they get nervous like that. All the house cats I've seen, their back feet, that's what they do. What? I just literally watched a big piece of black cotton go on your tongue right there. You guys ready to start this motherfucking show or what? Here we are, this is it. It takes a while for all the pieces to get in place, but this shit's about to go down. I'm gonna pull a name out of the bucket and we're gonna get 60 seconds of uninterrupted comedy, and then all of a sudden the person becomes a guest on a live fucking podcast that not only is streaming out to the world right now, but it's also streaming live in virtual reality 360 if you look at that little black cylinder right in front of the microphone there. That means that people can see you from all around the world, so don't be stupid, pay attention, and enjoy yourselves. The first name I pulled out of the bucket tonight is Jer D. Here we go. Getting these picks started with Jer D. I feel like I've seen this name once before, please. Here he comes.
What's going on tonight, you guys? You guys having fun or what? Awesome. I'm a father. I have a 12-year-old daughter, and a little bit before Christmas, a few days before Christmas, she dropped this last-minute gift on me. It was like 3 or 4 days before Christmas. I already done all my shopping, so I couldn't deliver. But she's got a birthday coming up here pretty soon, so I'm going to get her the gift. She asked me for an electric guitar, and I got a few reasons why, too. First reason being is musical talent runs very deeply in my family. It does. Second reason being is I'm an artist for a living. I would love for her to express herself in some way artistically. Third reason being is I fucking hate her mother, all right? My mother's she's a real crazy lady. She's a really judgmental person, but I should clarify she hasn't always been that way. Like a few years ago, though, she started working at a prison. Ever since she started working at a prison. Which fucking cat was that? I'm gonna kill it. All right, you guys have been fun.
Jordy, there you go. Jordy, so why do you look like you just got divorced? Like immediately, like today, you got served papers.
It's been almost 10 years now, man.
If they ever made a reality show version of Cheers, you would be in it. I guarantee you that. Is that the Cheers theme? Jordy.
Is Jer your real first name?
It's Jer, and no, it's not.
What's it short for?
Jer?
Wee Man wants to know what that's short for.
It actually,
It's short for jury duty because he looks like every person on jury duty.
Wow, look at the house cat. Off and running. Good Lord.
no, actually, it's short for why don't you be a real animal, like a fucking dog or something, all right?
Whoa, Jesus. Jordy.
Because I already see a bitch in front of me.
With Jeremiah Watkins. Everybody always thinks he's weak because of like his haircut or something. You don't fuck with this guy. Everybody that's ever leaned in on him gets fucking housed immediately.
Well,
It's actually short for Jeremiah.
Is it really? Whoa! Look
there's
at
only
that.
one Jeremiah in the show.
Yeah.
It's all right.
With Jeremy.
It looks wide for Jeremiah.
How long have you gone by Jer? Is that just a stage name for you?
No, it started back in high school when my first year of playing football.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'd do something stupid.
You still have pigskin, so it's incredible.
I do something stupid, and everybody'd be like, "Oh, Jer."
You dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Jer, why do you look like you do? Like, what do you think? What is the combination of what you do and don't do to make your shape? Like, what happened there? Is that like?
I don't know. Like I used to, like back.
You're built like Homer Simpson, and he's a cartoon. I've never seen it like the Homer build in real life. Like you have the hips and the belly, but like very, very small shoulders. Like the smallest shoulders out of anyone on this stage, and I'm sitting next to Wee Man right now. I know, I'm saying you do. You literally, if we put them side by side, I guarantee you. Wait, will you go up next to him for a second? Can I see this side by side? Chair, get down for a second. Kneel down for a second, Chair. Am I right? Thank you. That's what I call master hosting right there. You're damn right I was right. Wee Man has bigger shoulders than you, Jerry. What do you weigh?
Oh, just probably like right under 300 right
I'm
now.
gonna get back to my original question. What's your diet like? I'm curious.
Cheese.
Yeah, it's a lot of
Just a
shit.
Green Bay
Like,
hat.
it's a lot, like
Arby's?
It's a lot of steak, a lot of cooking like steak, but like I marinate it in butter and shit. Like,
Ooh, the old butter marinade.
I marinate steak all the time.
You ever eat trash and find a baby?
a lot of ice cream, shit like.
Do you really? How much ice cream do you eat? Wow, you just shook your head like you're a fucking heroin addict. You're truly disappointed.
I have a question. Because I have major food issues. I think I'm addicted to food. Did you look like me like years ago?
I used to be ripped as shit.
Ah, fuck,
ripped as
man.
shit.
Jared, how much
Football.
How much?
Stop playing football.
How much ice
Yeah, like
cream?
I stopped being active. Like
How
I
much
did
ice
sport-
cream are we talking about?
Too much.
Is it true that you ate so much of their ice cream they were thinking of changing their name to Ben and Jer?
But they were smart. They were smart. They were.
Baskin Robbins only has 10 flavors when he's done.
I fucking love that dirty outdoor cat over there. It's fucking evil beast. All right, Jer.
Wait, what do you do for work, Jared?
Good question.
Well, we addressed this a few weeks ago. Actually, I did just start a new job, but
What would you tell us a few weeks ago?
I live and I'm kept by my rich girlfriend.
Oh, you do have a rich girlfriend.
Yeah.
What does she do again?
She's an environmental engineer.
Wow. And she found you asleep leaning next to a tree.
Rich girl.
So good. Wow. So what's your new job?
It's really weird. I just work from home.
And by the way, of all the
Marinated stuff in butter.
Kick you out?
No, I'm not sure you kick. But I'm like looking to leave her because I'm fucking miserable.
Really? Oh, I'm
yeah.
telling you, just by the way you're built, the last thing you need right now is a sugar mama. Really, that's just really good. Anyway, so what's your plan? What's the job?
I work for this company. They ship me stuff, and all I do is I gift wrap it, then I ship it back out.
Shut the fuck up. You with gift wrap and scissors and
You're an elf? How are you an elf?
It's yet another thing that it seems like Wee Man would have over you, but
How'd you get that job?
you're a fucking gift wrapper. Man, so like, are they already in a brown box or?
Yeah, like they just ship it to you. It comes in a brown box. You take it out, you wrap it, you stick it back in the box, and then you just print out the label.
Is anybody else watching Jeremiah try to take a sip of his water right now like a cat? It's really not easy when it's a bottle, I don't think. Good kitty.
Have you ever got any strange gifts from Amazon to wrap up?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet. It's been a lot of Apple products. I wrapped an iPhone 8 today.
Well, an apple a day keeps the doctor away, unless you're built like you. Then it doesn't. So.
Fucking hair shaped and shit. I know.
No, I agree. What's a talent that you have, or a special skill, or something like that? Anything? Yo-yo champion, or?
Aside from back when I was in sports, I can do some impressions.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, who can you do impressions of? I always love impressions. Go ahead.
Force is strong with this one, it is.
Wait, this is okay.
That impression sucked it.
Okay. This is one of my favorite things that ever happens on this show is when somebody says that they can do impressions and then I tap them of their impressions and we tend to one of my favorite things to do is to have impressions off with Jeremiah. Jeremiah, you want to play? I mean, that first one, I'm pretty sure.
All right.
Okay. You got Yoda, right? I mean, that's easy. Jer, who else do you have in your repertoire?
I used to be able to do Lilo or Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
Why? Is your specialty impressions that people don't know? This way people go, that's probably spot on.
I would rather you do the little Hawaiian girl Lilo than Stitch.
Okay, what's your Stitch? I don't even know what that sounds like. Go ahead.
Your voice is strong. Hey, Lilo, come here. You can do this. Left hand.
Tony, why do all of his impressions sound hungry?
You're truly a child, that's why. Me want cookies.
Jer, go ahead with your Stitch.
Ohana loves Bambu. Bambu loves...
Oh, God. That's just that one voice, right, Jeremiah? You agree with that?
Mahalo means fun. It's not the voice that everyone can do, so it's
I mean, we've all been doing comedy together for a decade. Well, none of us do impressions. None of us say we can do impressions, but what's your next impression? You know if Stitch is in the number 2 spot, we're in big trouble, people. Big fucking trouble.
Well, did you ever see episode 134 of Full House?
There's a character that walked through for a moment. He was all like,
Where's the butter stick?
okay, Jer, what's number 3?
Oh, I got one.
Oh, go ahead. The outdoor cat.
Do an impression of an Asian fish market at 4:35 a.m.
It's like Twitch from South Park. Let's figure that out.
All right, Jer, what's impression number 3 on your, if this was your SNL showcase? We already got Stitch out of the way. What would number 3 be?
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Wait, what? Your third impression is of the guy that sang the songs for the Grinch? What? Number 3? That guy? That's your go-to? That voice? That's it? I couldn't even, had I used my wildest comedy writing imagination for like 30 minutes, I don't think I would have been able to come up with something quite that. Do you know who that is?
I have no clue.
You just know, wow.
I just...
Boris Karloff.
Okay,
Out of time.
Jeremiah, what do you think about the guy from that can sing?
You're a mean one.
He's not even trying at all.
Ryan J. Ebel knows who that was. Ryan, who was that?
Boris Karloff.
Boris Karloff? There
Oh,
you go.
You know what? That's a good point. I should use Ryan J. as a human encyclopedia. Yeah. I didn't really realize how easily. I mean, he's a genius. We always have amazing talks before the show in which I realize that he is, but I never really utilize it.
He not only draws, he reads.
That's true. Yeah, that's it. Let's go to our fact checker, aka the only one that reads on the show. Okay, now do I dare to ask if you have a 4th impression? I know I'm spending way too much time with you, Chair, but this is amazing to me. I just love it when people think they can do it.
Do you have any female voices?
Yeah.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Do you have any more impressions, Chair? Come on, I know you got one more you want to try. Come on, tell the truth. Don't be shy, dude. This is it. You're in VR 360, and that's just your weight.
I think I can do Sean Connery, but I actually can't.
Oh, no, you can. And I want to hear it right now on this show. You're in overtime, dude. We can't bullshit anymore. I know you can do this, Sean Connery. I cannot wait to hear it.
Bond! I've got you this time! Ba-da-ba-da! Here's James Bond! Ba-da-da! Ba-da-ba-da-ba!
All right, go ahead, Chair.
One's a steal.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Why are bad impressions my favorite thing in the world? All right, Jerry, you're fucking awesome, dude. I love your spirit. There he goes, Jerry D. Listen to how lovely our band is. Tall Wilkenfeld, Pat Reagan, Jeremiah Watkins, and Chroma Chris.
Some advice also for you. Hold your microphone close to your mouth and you're really quiet.
I got the best advice. Don't quit the elf job.
Yeah, Chair, hold the mic close to your mouth. For a guy that eats ice cream cones every night, you should know how to put one of these things up to your mouth.
You guys having fun? You get the show?
That's how it works. I go back to the bucket now and I pull another name out. Anything can happen.
No, it's fucking crazy. I know. We do it every Monday. That's why we're the number one live podcast in the world.
Yeah.
I pulled another name out of the bucket. I know this guy. I've known him for quite a few years. It's been a long time since he's been on the show. Put your hands together for Wub Savell.
Getting tired of people assuming I have a monster cock. Don't know who starts these rumors. I have a very average dick. Like, if my dick was in a movie, it would be played by Tom Hanks's dick. I just got out of a relationship recently. Thank you. Nothing to do with the dick thing. Unrelated. Very irresponsible relationship. Like, we had a lot of unprotected sex, no condoms, no birth control. Never had a pregnancy scare. But she did swallow so much of my cum, she once shit an entire baby.
I love that last joke. Sounds like it, feels like, sort of feels like, I don't know. I can't believe I've never really thought of that before. Swallow so much cum that she shit out a baby. I never thought of it that way. You have like a brilliant mind of like a giant 4-year-old or something like that. Well, remind me, what do you do for a living again? Sell insurance.
I do a lot of different shit, not like one thing. I do some copy editing, freelance. Sometimes I work for my brother a little bit. Post bar trivia.
You remind me of everybody from Forensic Files. The criminologist.
I thought you were gonna say friends. Like
No, Bad Kitty. There's nobody that looks like that on Friends. It was supposed to be like a likable, like a
Samantha.
How long you been on stand-up, Wub?
I don't know, a few years,
No, I don't know. I was asking you.
Probably like 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah.
Have you ever pooped in a box before?
Good question.
I'm gonna say yes.
Well, I have been to China.
What is the weirdest place you've ever pooped?
Definitely in China.
Was it? What was that like?
Like the squat toilet deal, where you're just shitting in a hole.
How did that make you feel?
Terrified I was gonna ruin my suit.
You were wearing a suit? What were you wearing a suit in China for?
I went on this trip where it was a deal like if I pretended to be interested in investing in China, that I would get like this kind of free trip. So
you were going to invest in China? Why would people think you would invest in China?
Because I look like this.
They just go up to people that look like you and they're like, hey, you want to go to China? Want to invest in China?
Well, this was like set up like with this trip. I used to do a bunch of kung fu, right?
Wait a second. What just happened? How was that a thing that you just said, and how did you have that sound effect so quickly ready? He was still saying "foo" when you hit the gong.
What is a bunch of kung fu?
Yeah. I thought they came in bundles.
That's right. On their back.
Can you show us?
Yeah, you absolutely have to.
Well, I don't really do it like anymore. I do like Tai Chi now.
I think that you can show us a little something. I think I've always wanted to see the funeral director bust out some kung fu. You know what I mean?
Will you fight me? I have cat-like reflexes.
Well, can you just show us a few little fucking somethings? The crowd's gonna go crazy if you do it.
up, Billy. You're so shy. Fucking awesome. For those of you just listening to the podcast, Walt just sucked up all the energy in the room and then stomped on the stage. It was like some kind of video game finishing move or something like that. Like, I almost saw an energy ball in front of you for a second. That was some powerful shit, dude.
I think you just watched all the Karate Kid movies and just did whatever Mr. Miyagi would do off to the side. You know, when Daniel-san would look over and Miyagi was doing all the moves.
I never would have guessed that you know any of the karate. I would guess like the painting the fence. I could picture that part, but the karate part really surprised
The
me.
kidnapping the child. I didn't know karate had an accounting department. I do kung fu tech.
Well, have you ever had to use it out on the streets? You ever had to do some street fighting?
No. I mean, like
Jeremiah is cleaning the inside of his thigh right now. I can't quite believe he's that flexible. It's a real bundle of junk in there in those spandex, huh, Jeremiah? What's that? Oh, wow, shy saxophone, huh?
it's not neutered.
Looks like you were horny before you put the sax next to it. Have you ever had to use your skills in a real life situation, Wub, or at least scare somebody? Have you ever had to do like the sweeping part with your arms and they're like, oh shit, get out of here!
Four cholos, they're like, no, this feels crazy.
Dude, he's fucking like waving off my energy, dude. What the fuck? Dude, man, that shit's fucking creepy, dog. Like, dude, that shit like deeply affected me, bro. He was like the gayest shit I'd ever seen in my life, dog, but I was fucking scared, dude. I thought he was gonna turn into a goose, bro. This fucking guy was moving his hands, dude. So, well, I feel like I've asked you about 7 times now this question.
No, just like in competition or, like in the school box.
Do you have like a
Shit.
specialty move or anything that you do in those competitions or something that you're known for or something like that?
Ripping dirt.
Yeah, ripping dirt perhaps?
You nailed it.
Any special things that you have like a special knack for? Like mine, for example, like back when I wrestled in high school, I had an incredible knack for being able to bridge powerfully because I was always almost getting pinned continuously. So I built this incredible ability to really just pop up a few times at least if the person was fucking crushing me in a match, and I would just be up like on my head and spit out of it. I'd have a few shots when I had energy to get out of it, and it was like a big thing that I was sort of known for. Do you have any special things in your kung fu class?
For people who don't wrestle, a bridge is whenever you put your penis in another man's mouth.
Oh, very good. Very good. I say I wrestled in high school. Jeremiah takes a shot at me.
We're all vulnerable.
Go ahead, Rob.
Well, I would just like, whenever we'd like box in the school or something like that, I would only get mad pretty much like if I actually got socked in the nose.
Yeah.
So I would just, it was hard for me to get motivated to box, but if you did hit me in the nose, then I would like
Turn into the Hulk.
Yeah, what would happen? Can you show us
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
what would happen? What did it feel like? What did it sound like? What did it look like?
I would just like rush him, just rush
What,
him
like,
down.
oh, like that?
And just start swinging on him,
The old crazy white man rush.
When you say swing on it, does that mean you didn't do any of like the premeditative like spell part in which they just get dizzy before and they're ready for the knockout? Finish him.
Yes, that movie. Yeah.
I feel like that's what that thing would do. Like they do, and then in the end they're like, oh my god, the stomp. Like if you did the hand in the fist stomp thing, they just fall over after that.
Oh no, fool, he's doing crouching tiger, hidden faggot again.
What?
Yeah.
Have you been declawed?
Good question. Well, have you been declawed?
Yeah, man. I don't know how to answer that.
Yep. Oh. Okay. All right. Very good, Brian. I don't think we actually need the cat sound effect board for this one. All right. Very good.
What? You ever find a trail of blood on the ground and lick it up?
All right. Well, what else is going on in
That's my
life?
rescue Patty Reagan.
Anything else interesting going on in life? You have a girlfriend or anything like that?
No, I was doing a show there a little while ago, and some dude did threaten to shoot me at it.
Wow. How recent was that?
A couple months ago.
Why did he threaten to shoot you?
Well, actually, technically, what he said was, "Don't get shot now."
What were you doing in which he may have shot you?
I'm just telling jokes, you know.
I almost got stabbed.
I mean, this was in Hawthorne.
It's very stabbing.
Where were you telling jokes in Hawthorne?
This place called the Family Room.
Your own house?
Was that Jared's place? It was like, welcome.
No, but I live in Inglewood, so it's not that far, like where I'm at.
I've performed there. They have great chicken.
I wish I had a family room.
They actually do.
All right, well, it was good to see you again. Fun stuff. There he goes. Kung Fu Master whoops some out. You never know, man. You gotta be careful who you bully. Look at him. Seems like you could just walk right up to that guy and smack the shit out of him. But that motherfucker knows Kung Fu. That would have been a bad decision. The sweet sound of Ichabod's Bucket of Destiny brings us yet another name. An uninterrupted 60 seconds now goes to Chris Wilmoth.
Yeah, I don't just
Is that movement? Is that Chris? Make way, people. There's a show going on. People are excited for it. Fuck yeah. Here he comes. The slow, smooth Chris. Here he comes. Still coming. Okay. Chris Wilmoth, everyone. Come on.
What up? I'm here to talk about the autistics. If you're offended by me calling them the autistics, then you're literally not autistic. So one time I said that, and the guy in the audience was like, "My kid's autistic," and I was like, "Call him an autistic. See if he's offended. If he is, he's faking." I worked in an autistic classroom for a year, and I swear to God, some of those kids were faking. Like, not all of them. Like, some of them definitely weren't, but some of them, like, all you have to do is not talk, and you get to go to Chuck E. Cheese once a week. Like, I remember being jealous of the autistic kids when I was in school. I just didn't have the balls to do it. I'm pretty sure there's a forward thinker out there with like the same mentality as me.
Chris Wilmot, there he goes. The old green leaf. Hi Chris, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
You've been on this show before, right?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, I can't quite remember. Give us your little backstory again. What did we find out about you?
Last time I was here, I talked about living in a garage with another dude. 2 other dudes.
Wow.
It was a big hit.
Do you still live in a garage with 2?
No. Now I live in like a hostel situation with a magician and some other people.
Wow.
Yeah.
With a fucking magician.
Yeah, dude. The hottest magician in LA, Matt Price. Look him up.
The hottest magician in LA.
The hottest magician. He's a comedy magician.
With you.
Yeah, he lives in a hostel with me. It's like he makes his money on.
I guess he's not the hottest magician in LA.
Is that because you guys don't have air conditioning?
No, we have air conditioning. It's covered in the hostel price, actually. Yeah.
Living with a magician, any weird shit? You just have like rabbits running around your room or something?
No, he just keeps me up. Like, he just like shows me tricks in the middle of the night and like shit.
Oh yeah.
Like,
The old, there wasn't a snake under this sheet a moment ago. But now there is a snake under the sheet, but you can only pet it, you can't see it.
Watch the sheet rise.
You can take the horse.
Like a dick. Oh, like a dick.
Keep petting the snake and a pigeon will fly out any second. What kind of tricks does he show you in the middle of the night? And why of all times in the middle of the night?
That's when he comes up with them. That's when we're all the most creative, isn't it? I don't. It's usually just like card tricks and shit like that. I don't.
Yeah. What's like a cool trick that he sort of like anything that he does other than cards?
He can like shove a cigarette up his nose and then pull it out of his mouth.
Wow.
Yeah, or like anything.
No,
you know.
You mean like your dick?
Yeah.
You know, he shoves a cigarette up his nose, makes it comes out of his mouth, or anything.
That means he did a lot of drugs.
Oh yeah, for sure. The old cigarette up the nose and out of the mouth.
Yeah.
Damn. It's interesting. Has he taught you anything? You know, you have any cool magic tricks? Any cool little thing you could do?
No.
No, nothing at all. What do you do? What do you do for a living?
I work for a catering company.
What do you do for the catering company?
Lately, you just do whatever random gigs. But I've been washing dishes at Google headquarters like for the last couple of weeks. That's,
God, while you're there, you should search for a better job. Washing dishes at Google?
I get it.
Do you still tell people like, yeah, I work for Google?
That's his pickup line.
I work in DW over at Google.
DW department.
Yeah.
Gotcha. How did you find that job? Asked Jeeves. I like it when it's silent.
Hey, you're a caterer, right?
It's pronounced caterer.
Yeah. I love it. Chris, so you're in catering, and washing dishes at Google. Man, have you met anybody cool over there?
Not at all. Just a bunch of nerds, different ethnicities. They have dogs. They have dogs in the office.
Can you believe that? Sounds cool.
What's your love life like? You take any chicks back to hang out with the magician at night?
He surprisingly does sometimes.
Why is that surprising to you?
Because there's a lot of people living in this hostel. There's an improv actor. There's
Get the magician to make him disappear.
Fat Mexican chick.
Oh, okay, they're cool.
She's cool.
That's cool.
There's.
I like fat Mexican chicks. They're always
There's
very
a dude, I think this guy plays bass. Another guy there plays bass. It's a real creative community.
Wow. Man,
Yeah.
it's a creative community and an improv actor.
Oh yeah. She
If
sucks.
you guys are so creative, why don't you draw a picture of a rainbow?
Alright. Why would a dirty outdoor cat say that? Chris, so the magician takes a lot of girls back to this hostel? Is it like open beds and like shit like that? Do you see what goes on over there? You ever jerk off to the magician getting laid? That sounds like the saddest existence in the world, right? Just under your own sheets, like looking at the magician having sex. Fucking incredible. You should get him to cut her in half one day so you could fuck half of her too.
That'd be cool. Which half would you pick? The top half, bottom half?
Good question.
Think about it. Don't be funny either.
The bottom half you get.
The bottom half, right?
Yeah, bottom half you get 2 holes.
Yeah, what if the bottom half was dirty though?
Good question. Brian hangs out with a lot of girls that don't wipe properly.
Or the like back to front. Too much.
I guess the top half is safer.
Yeah. All right. I love that we got a real answer out of which half of the woman would you sleep? If your magician buddy cut his girlfriend in half.
All right, Chris. Well, it was good to meet you, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Rock and roll. Chris Wilmot, everyone. He's on Twitter at The Real Barack. BROC. Whoopsabell is Whoopsie Daisy. Jerky is Jerky Comedy. Ooh, that's like the Seinfeld theme or something. How does that work? Do you know how to do that? Is that a thing? Probably.
Usually played on like a keyboard bass.
Oh, it's usually played on a keyboard bass. Tall is Australian. Oh yeah.
What's up with living in a hostel?
She's a prodigy. I'm so lucky to be friends with her. She's the coolest. I pulled another name out of the bucket. Put your hands together for AJ Faji. Or is it, hold on 1 second. Hold on, wait. Is it if you have a name, oh yeah, it is AJ Faji. F-H-A-I? No? Alright. AJ Faji. Sounds like he's about to blow himself up in another room.
Boom.
Oh my God, I am excited about this, ladies and gentlemen. I find it that it would be, I mean, how many of you happen to already listen to last week's episode with Tom Segura? You were here for it. Oh wow, a lot of you. That's so fucking awesome. I think you're gonna be really excited. I know this entire cast is gonna be because we had the debut of a young lady on this show last week that was really interesting. And I'm really excited to see if she gets redemption here tonight.
Kept the show going last week.
It was incredible. Her name has 2 exclamation points and it's only one word. Put your hands together for Bunny! There she is.
All right, this right here is an anthem for all my gap tooth brothers and sisters. The width of your gap don't matter. Your smile's beautiful and it lights up your whole face. Let's go! What you want to say about my gap tooth? Speak louder when you talk about my gap tooth. Cause I'm here to listen, I won't say a peep. I just might whistle through the space in my teeth. Haters suggesting veneers and braces. They're just a bunch of gap tooth racists. Say what you want and do what you do. Now I know I got space, but your breath smells like poo. Oh, in summer in the pool, I got water in my mouth. It won't stay there long cause I'm spitting it out. Through my teeth comes out in a steady flow. Looking like a classy water fountain in Rome. Saving money on floss and toothpicks. Oh fuck. Saving money on floss and toothpicks cause food falls out with a good strong tongue lick. Say what you want and do what you do. Now I know I got space, but your breath smells like poo-poo. Alright, that's it.
That's a minute. Alright, relax.
You know I've been waiting for that all week though. What's the chances?
How are you, Bunny? How do you feel right now?
I feel like that was really fucking good. Besides the point that I forgot my lyrics.
This is what you said last week. It was a goddamn anomaly. For those of you that didn't listen to last week's episode, Bunny came on, did a rap. It was silent pretty much throughout the entire rap, the audience was. And then she said she did good, and we told her she did not. And
then I cried
she said
so
that
much.
she took a chance doing a rap, that she also does stand-up comedy, and we told her it probably would have been a better idea to do stand-up comedy, to try stand-up comedy instead of doing a beatless rap. We warned her. 1 week later, she just came back, and to our very surprise, she committed to yet another horrible rap.
I'm gonna keep doing it. It's gonna be my thing now, I decided.
How long have you been in LA again? No, don't. Stop.
Don't speak.
Bunny.
Don't speak.
Bunny, you can't. Bunny, don't do your own thing. You have to listen to the questions and answers.
No, 3 weeks. I was gonna do it to the song. 3 weeks. 3 weeks.
No, don't do anything to a song, Bunny. It's not working for you at all.
Okay, alright, you're right. 3 weeks. You're the star, not me.
Bunny, alright, let's jump right into this. You're 3 weeks in. I'm about to save your life. You ready for it? Don't ever fucking rap on a stage again. It's horrible. It's unbearable. It's not good. It'll never be good. Whichever your friends told you that was a thing that you could just do on a stage, they all lied to you. Those friends are liars, and you should cut them out of your your life. I'm being serious. This isn't even a joke. They're cracking up, but that's because they're a bunch of assholes. Those guys, they're the comedians. They just laugh when I'm honest. And I'm being very honest right now. And I'm killing at the same time, but it's sort of both. I mean, it's not really a joke, it's the truth, but in this case, it's very funny. Alright, too much music. Bunny can't do two things at once, people. I need Bunny to pay attention to what I'm saying. Bunny, what makes you think that like people are gonna just commit to raps, like laugh at reacting?
Well, I mean, I don't think I'm like an Eminem rapper, but like, have you ever heard of Aaron
you're more like
Carter?
Snickers or something like that.
I grew up listening to Aaron Carter, and I just like wanna Aaron's party
Bunny,
come get it.
Bunny, I need you to put your listening ears on. What did you just say?
Do you know who Aaron Carter is? They look like my cat.
Yeah, I know that.
Do you see this?
Bunny, I need you to fucking focus on me, or else you're gonna bomb on both your performance and the guest part. I need you to really pull focus right now. You ready? What else do you do here? What's your plan? You're here for 3 weeks and you're rapping on a stage every Monday. What do you do for work?
Actually, I just got a job. I'm going to be a behavioral technician for kids with autism.
I was gonna say shit.
So, you know.
What are you gonna do for kids with autism?
I'm gonna perform for them. I'm gonna show them.
No, we can't let this happen. No, I need to write a letter of recommendation to this school to make sure that does not happen. I cannot know that kids are out there becoming more autistic because of your performances.
Even kids with autism would be like, no, thank you.
It's true.
Oh my god.
Is the band mad that she's appropriating cat culture right now with that t-shirt?
I know! It was like meant to be.
No, it's not a good thing.
So you rap, but you come out with the name Bunny. Rappers have like tough names.
Hi, Bunny? Come on. Red eyes? Red beady eyes doesn't fuck you up, man!
Bunny, you do drugs or anything? You do any drugs?
Yes, I said it in my last rap. I like weed and mushrooms.
Oh, weed and mushrooms. You said that in the rap last week or this one? They're both
last week.
unlistenable, so I have no idea. So weed and mushrooms. How often do you do mushrooms?
I like to spread it out like probably like once every 3 months. I do it like, you know, or I microdose and just like hang out and people are like, oh my god, you're so fun. I'm like, I'm microdosing.
No uppers though, huh?
I don't, oh my god, I tried to do coke and it's like, it does nothing for me.
You tried to I know, because you're already there. You're already coked up. Yeah.
Good observation.
What I'm fishing for. Oh, there you go.
Say fish around the
You
cat.
tell her that she seems coked up, and to
Can I
respond,
take one strand from
She
my
picks
cat?
up a ball of fucking yarn. Bunny, I'm gonna move on from you this
I felt like you would.
Yeah. There you go.
But
Bunny.
you know what?
No, it's okay, Bunny. You don't have
Thank
to
you.
talk anymore.
Thank you so
There
much.
she goes. It's Bunny, everyone. She's on Instagram at Bunny Made a Funny. Bunny made a funny on Instagram.
Kitty feels pity.
It's a ruthless world. I mean, if the guest doesn't listen, then the whole thing goes off its tracks. Then I just have some yapping person up here that's super annoying. Yarn! Oh, wow. We met this young lady. She made her Kill Tony debut a few weeks ago. She listens properly during the guest portion. She performs. We're very excited to bring her back up here again. She killed last time she was on. Put your hands together for the second ever Kill Tony performance of Leela Hart, everyone.
So I'm originally from Seattle. I'm a Starbucks, you know, coffee stands for growth. My dad's a correctional officer, and growing up, he always used to say, Lila, don't get a DUI. And I didn't. I never got a DUI, but what I did get was a DUFly, and that's when you get arrested at the Oakland airport. And they're like, "Ma'am, you've had a little bit too much to drink." And I'm like, "What? I'm not even flying this plane." But apparently you shouldn't talk back to police officers because they did handcuff and arrest me. And I just feel so bad for all of those innocent people at the airport. They must have been thinking like, what did this child do? She's a threat to America. Damn right. Was that, oh, okay. Anyways, you would think that's when I would realize that I might have a drinking problem, you know? But that's not what I was thinking when I was laying there in jail. I thought to myself, oh my God.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna fucking make it.
Lila Hart. Fuck yeah.
Can I start by saying one thing?
Yeah. Will you marry him?
Even better than that.
Yeah, go ahead.
If Lila and I had a kid, it'd be a normal sized kid.
And adorable.
Look at Jer.
Look at Jer.
Yeah, I'm dating a rich girl. My parents are little people. Daddy, mommy, how small they are.
Lila, that was a fucking awesome performance. That was
Thank you.
really great. You did it again. You're, for the people listening to the podcast, how tall are you, Lila?
4'6".
4'6".
Well, I think I'm 4'4", but I just round up a little bit.
Oh, you round up a little bit?
Yeah.
So you're probably 4'4".
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
For being honest.
Lila, remind me, like, what do you do again?
I do digital advertisement on Facebook.
You're a professional megapixel? Oh, that was better. All right.
That joke deserved a little more.
Digital? What do you do for the digital people? What does that mean exactly?
I do like Facebook ads for some YouTube people.
Okay. Just the smaller windows that pop up there, right? What the fuck?
I was gonna say you could probably fit into a YouTube.
Yeah. Literally YouTube. Wow. Wow, they're giving you the chant even though they hated it. They want you to kill so hard right now. Lila. Wow, so how's life? What's going on? You were on the show a few weeks ago. Since the last time we saw you, anything in your real life happen or change?
I just got back from the Philippines.
Oh, wow.
I hate the Philippines.
How the fuck have you ever been to the Philippines?
They eat us over there.
What were you doing over in the Philippines?
I was there.
Farming for Victoria's Secret. Well, I guess nobody cared about that. She's wearing overalls and a bra. Is no one gonna mention that? All right. Moving on.
You just went on a little vacation?
No, I actually went there for work.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing over there?
My YouTubers had a meet and greet for this charity that they run, Dancember.
Wow.
Yes, we just met a bunch of fans.
Yeah.
We took pictures and they were really nice. And then I got to see my grandma, who I haven't seen in like 14 years.
She lives in the Philippines?
Yeah, my whole, on my mom's side, the whole family lives there. So it was really awesome and it was a beautiful experience, to be honest.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Anything stand out to you during your trip? Any weird moments or anything wild?
There was like a bunch of stray cats everywhere. Like a ton of them. And I would just go play with them and feed them.
My brothers and sisters.
And then a cat scratched
Did the Manila envelope get invented in Philippines?
Oh, because of Manila.
Manila, yeah. I don't think so.
So there's a bunch of stray cats at one point in your trip to the Philippines.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like stray animals everywhere.
Oh,
That's fine, because you can play with them, but it's really
sounds
sad.
just as beautiful as you said it was. Those stray animals. Jesus. Lila, what else is going on in life? Do you have any like special things that you like to do, like for fun or anything like that when you're not doing stand-up comedy? Or
I go hiking every day.
hiking?
go hiking up anthills?
Yeah, it takes 12 hours. It's not funny.
I go to Runyon, but you know, like it's so steep that it does feel like rock climbing for me.
Right. Yeah. Now,
Just made that joke.
people ever say weird things to you out there? You know, ignorant things or anything?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Yeah. Like
Just,
what?
just like.
Like that she hikes anthills.
Doesn't count. We're in a comedy room. Isn't that how that works?
Do people ever interview you awkwardly? What? I'm catty, tell me.
Alright. Bunch of litter happening over there. Lila, so how about that? What's an example of that?
I mean, a lot of it's kind of like sexual. Like, oh, can you even have sex? Stuff like that. You know, or like, what would it be like to be with you?
And you do drink, right?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I used to. I don't anymore.
Oh, how long have you been sober for?
128 days.
Wow, 128 days. That's fucking cool. Not only is AA where you go, it's also your bra size. What the fuck, people? It's because she's tiny, not because of the tits. I got an off too. It's a sensitive. They love you, Lila. I can't even roast you. They turn on me. It's just oohs and ahs when I make fun of it. Frank, you got anything? Roast battle champion, reigning, defending Frank Castillo working the door here. He just can't let go of his job at the Comedy Store for some reason. Doesn't want to really take it to the next level. He loves taking pictures of himself working at the Comedy Store. That's easily the weirdest shit in the world. About to start another shift! Follow him on Instagram at Frank Castillo. Tell him to fucking quit his job and start doing more stand-up. It's one of my favorite people. Alright, well Lila, how is your love life going? Anything fancy happen?
I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm confused. I mean, I don't know.
She's loving a couple dudes and she just doesn't want people to know.
Wow. Man, I almost feel like there might be a dude in this room or something like that, by the way that, am I right? Oh, wow. Yeah, I can tell because you're like really shy about answering it. It's almost different.
Just point in his direction.
Yeah, which one is it? Is it Jerdy?
Once I secretly dated a calico and it was a nightmare.
Wow. Alright, Lila, well you're banging a comedian, obviously.
No, it's not.
You're not?
No.
No.
It's not a comic.
Oh, it's not.
Do
Oh
boys...
my god, I mean, I'm not banging anyone.
Ooh, wow.
Oh my goodness, why am I so nervous? Okay.
Looks like you know how to keep a secret, Lila. This is good for all the guys. Take note in this room.
Did you meet any men in the Philippines that you hit it off with?
No. I was there for work. Strictly business.
Do boys ever ask you if you can fit the whole bird in your mouth? Just me? Okay.
Alright, Lila. What scares you? What are you afraid of?
I'm really not, I'm not really afraid of much, I don't know.
Ghosts? Anything?
I think it'd be cool
The
to see a
dark?
ghost.
What?
I think it'd be cool to see a ghost.
Sure, yeah, the rest of the world agrees with you. It's never happened before. It'd also be cool to see a unicorn.
Yeah.
What scares you? What are you afraid of? They sell unicorns? What do you mean? Oh, there is Starbucks.
I wish I had a cool answer for you, but I can really think I'm not really afraid of much right now.
You're fearless?
I'm fearless. Yeah. I'm not afraid of anything right now.
Oh,
Nothing
I'm
like
scared
a
of
sticky
so much. I can't even wrap my head around it.
What are you afraid
I'm
of?
scared of dying. First off.
No.
Are you scared about not being able to get on specific roller coasters that you like?
roller coasters, I'm like just right there for the most part. So
That's
yeah.
all right, Lila. Well, there you go. There she is, Lila Hyde. Wow, standing ovation. Look at that. For the young Howard Stern. Oh, awesome. Let's get the old Queen Bee up here. Once a week, there's a regular on this show that writes and performs a brand new minute every single week. She started with us even before she was 21. She had to go away for a while. She's been on the show for a couple of years. She's writes and performs a brand new minute every single week. We love her. It's the baby Frankenstein of Kiltony, the monster herself, the great Allie Makovsky, everyone. Put your hands together for Allie, everybody. Come on.
Hi. I'm still getting used to this haircut. People treat me a little bit differently, you know. People always vaguely compare me to people that I look like, but it's not even based on my face, it's just based on the haircut. And the worst part is it's usually not people who are hot. Like, no one compared me to anyone when I had long black hair. No one was like, you look like the girl from The Ring. I'm like, yeah, I know, that's because I look like Jennifer Lawrence. I obviously don't know what I look like. But I'm trying. People always say this to me as well. They say, Allie, you were so beautiful before you cut off your hair. Well, then where were you? If you told me that before, I wouldn't have had to do this.
There you go. Maybe a minute from Allie Makovsky. Beautiful. Easy breezy. What do people tell you that you look like? David Bowie from the movie Labyrinth?
I've gotten that one.
Have you really gotten that one?
I mean, just now, yeah. I just got literally before this someone from Rocky IV.
Yes, indeed. The hair has completely, yes, it has evolved into that.
Yeah, and it's always people who've like later on in life lost it all. You know, like people who've gone to rehab, who've died of overdoses.
That's not true. David Bowie's doing just fine right now. Anyway, you're not Lila. Allie, what are
Great. Fuck was it just Allie? Great, great. That last joke I think is great.
Thank you.
It feels like a classic.
Thanks so much.
Allie, you look like every photo in every salon ever.
I've gone through all the haircuts that they have. There's like pictures. It's like, do you want number 1? Do you want number 5? I'm all of them. I've been all of them.
The girl from Rocky IV was like the original Melania. She was a fun character.
Says who? I thought you were talking about the Russian guy from Rocky.
It is. It's his wife and manager. She's like the boss.
I thought you were talking about the guy.
You're talking about Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah, I thought you were talking about Dolph Lundgren.
The person who brought it up to me was like,
I will kill you.
No, he didn't have. He had a buzz cut.
Yeah.
Jesus, this one guy's furious. A huge Rocky IV fan in the corner of the room.
Hey, Allie, you look like Chris, our bass player.
Oh yeah! That's fun. See, it doesn't stop.
No, it really
The
doesn't.
jokes write themselves.
Well, not really. We have to do that part.
Well, I did that part, but yeah.
But it's cool. I mean, you know, someone has to step into Ric Flair's footsteps. It's like,
What's the?
they just write themselves.
What's the thought Are you gonna grow it out? Are you enjoying this? Is this? Do you think about it on a day-to-day
I don't.
basis?
People
Are you about to
it all
start
the
your
time.
own like WikiLeaks company or something like that? Have you thought about leaking information? That's not what Ric Flair was known for.
No, I don't know what I'm gonna do with hair. I'll probably shave it again. Maybe it'll grow out. Who knows? Stay tuned.
Talking about your head?
Yeah. That'd be fun if I waxed my head. If I went to the lady who does the bush down under, if I was like, can you also get this?
It is very rock and roll.
Yeah, I'm pretty...
Do guys like it?
It's an interesting type, you know, it's a niche market.
Yeah, gay guys, right? Is that what you're talking about? Oh my god, I love it. Guys that are still in the closet?
Yeah, but see, the thing is, even when I had long hair, I always thought that the guys who liked me were gay.
Right.
So now, especially with this, I'm like, well, fuck, I'm like basically making myself a target for closeted gay men.
You look like right now where your hair is, you seem like the type of lesbian that wears a strap-on dildo all the time. Not even in the bedroom, underneath.
Yeah.
She looks like Pony Boy from the outside. It's post
Look at that. Very... Man, obviously Ryan J. Ebelt isn't the only one that breathes here. I guess that's from the movie, actually. She looks like the character from that book. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god.
The screenplay was in my litter box.
Anything else happen interesting in your past week, Allie? The never-ending question.
Probably, but God, if I could remember it right now.
What happened to the dudes that went to San Diego?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the Londoners. Yeah, the Londoners that broke you last week. For those of you that didn't listen last week, Allie was broken.
I was pretty broken.
Apologizing during her set. They walked. You guys probably aren't gonna like this next joke, and then they didn't.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Falcor from Neverending Story?
Sick boy she is. You guys do impressions.
Gilbert, you don't have any impressions?
Nah, dude.
How about you, Jason?
No.
Nothing?
Not an impression.
Really?
Nope.
You guys can't even. All right.
Yeah.
You don't have like a weird thing that you surprise yourself? Lately, I've realized I downloaded a few System of a Down songs to my playlist, and I realized that I have the ability to turn into that frontman from. No, I'm not doing it. No, Brian, don't do it. I'm not doing it. Yeah, I'm doing it at the goddamn. No, I'm doing it at the goddamn comedy gym. It's very exclusive.
You got it live, right?
Can't do it. Can't do it. It's for another time. I fucking hate you guys. I can't really do it. I can only do it if I'm by myself right now. You can boo me all you want, I don't give a fuck. I'm preparing for a performance for the goddamn Comedy Jams and Practical Jokers cruise, November 1 through 5. Only the people on that cruise are lucky enough to see my performance. I can't blow it now. Jeremiah, it's not happening. You can get down. Bad kitty. Get down, kitty. Do we need to call a fireman right now? All right, let's keep moving along. That's Allie Makovsky, ladies and gentlemen. I know where you love her. Follow her on Twitter and Instagram at NotAllieMac. NOTALIMAC. There she goes. One more time for Allie Makovsky. Oh yeah, I never fucking found out about that.
Disorder!
Wow, is that really yours? Is that yours? Okay. Here, I'll make a promise. I'll make a promise right now. When I Okay. So I'll make a promise.
I love System of a Down.
Me too. And I'll make a promise with you right now, Jeremiah, is that when we get back from the Impractical Jokers cruise, I'll have an impression off with you. and we'll do that guy from System of a Down. A showdown.
The suspense is killing this audience. What? I'm catty.
You already used that one. I pulled another name out of the... Wow, this looks really interesting. A lot of words on this piece of paper right here. That's always a pretty decent sign. Put your hands together for Kevin Alexander, Cowboy Parachute. Kevin Alexander. Kevin, here you come. Kevin Alexander, the one in the open.
How's it going, everybody? So I'm not a very big dude. I don't work out. So I don't look very intimidating. But I found if I put a hoodie on and go out at night, shit works great. I know I don't sound black. That's pretty fucked up because in my head, I sound like Denzel Washington. What you hear sounds more like Gary Coleman, fucked Kermit the Frog. If I had my choice, I'd have a deep voice like Barry White. Just go around singing, whatever, whatever, baby, licking your ass tonight. I was born with a rare disease. Some of you might have noticed it. It's called SF. Stands for stupid face.
Fuck yeah, Kevin Alexander. What's Cowboy Parachute? What's Cowboy Parachute? And what's that next word?
Cowboy Parachute rigger. I produced...
Whoa. I guess he's allowed to say that word.
No, that's our word. That's...
No, stop.
No, rigor is our word. You can't say that.
How long have you been a rigger for? All your life. Your parents were riggers.
He is like a rigger with attitude.
This is why. All right, Kevin. Wow. So, how's life been going? What's happening? We've met you before. You've been on the show before.
Yes, sir. Life's been going great.
Yeah?
Just working hard. I love coming here, listening to you guys' podcast. You guys kill me.
You've been rigging?
Great.
You've been rigging? You've been rigging?
I've been rigging.
What does that entail exactly? What does a rigger... What does a rigger do? Is it like...
Tread carefully, Tony. As a black cat, I do not like this. Black cats matter.
I pack parachutes for NASA.
Wait, that's the opposite of what I told a rigger does. Oh. Anyway.
Well, you didn't pack the parachute for dude that jumped from space, did you?
No.
I knew it. All right. Tony, next question.
Has anybody ever told you you look like the rich Jamaican from Cool Runnings?
I never saw that movie, but no.
So you pack parachutes for people?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's slow things down here for a second. How long have you been doing that?
With this company, I've been with this company for 5 years.
Have you ever had any failed parachutes?
No.
Wow. People are always safe with you.
Yeah, rigger's got to be sure. A rigger is the last one to let you down.
And I was always told riggers were lazy.
I love you too, man. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
What do you do for fun, Kevin?
I like, oh yeah, that's right, I like watching NASCAR.
Wait, what?
Snow skiing, water skiing,
Why do you watch?
Snowboard.
Wait a second.
Skydive. Scuba dive.
You scuba dive? I don't think you're a rigger at all. I think you've been lied to your entire life.
Keep fucking with me.
I don't think you're a rigger. In fact, I think you're a right person. You're one of the rightest people I've ever met in my entire life.
Story of my life.
Scuba diving. How often do you go scuba diving?
Actually, I haven't scuba dived in a couple years. I'm starting to get scared of it now.
Do you scuba dive?
He's like, it's the swimming part.
Do you? I feel like you scuba diving is how a lot of people skydive. Like you're just attached to a white guy and he's doing the swimming and you're like, oh, Tony's. And you're just snorkeling around.
He's part. He's part seal.
This part seal applies not only because of the animal, but also because of the music. What's your love life like, Kevin?
I've been married to my beautiful wife for 5 years.
Yeah, wives are always beautiful. You ever realize that?
Of course.
I'm married to my beautiful wife, and then you see her, and you're like,
10 years. 10 years. Like, it seems like the sex must be good. You're giving her that big rigger dick. You know what I mean? Isn't that true? I've heard that all riggers have gigantic penises.
Hacker do.
Am I allowed to be doing this?
I don't think so.
Am I just kissing every network opportunity I ever had away on this? This is the moment. Did you ever see the rigger thing he did that one Monday?
I want to do
It's
that.
out there on the internet.
I want to do the thing where we beat the beginning of it every time you say rigger.
Just take out the front letter though. Just keep the. Can I say that? It feels worse saying just. No. Okay.
Rigger? Were you gonna say Igger?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel worse.
It does. Rigger is an actual thing.
The only thing I find comfort in is after we all get killed tonight, I have 8 more lives.
Jeremiah motherfucking Watkins. How are you able to keep your love life sustainable after 10 years of being with the same woman? 5 years. Well, same fucking question.
We're just happy-go-lucky people. We just like having fun. We just laugh.
Is your wife white?
Yes, sir.
Of course she is. You think his black wife is gonna watch NASCAR with him?
No, that's why I asked her.
She doesn't even watch it.
Did you meet her in the air? You were like falling and you looked at her.
Do you guys still wear a parachute or do you free fall?
Damn! It's fucking powerful.
Now you have feline AIDS.
Where'd you meet her at?
Yuma, Arizona.
Wow, what were you doing up in Yuma? What crime were you running away from? Everybody in Yuma, it's like all the Wild West shit.
We were testing.
That's how long did you live in Yuma
she's a
for?
rigger also.
I didn't know. She's a bartender.
She's a white rigger.
She's a... No, Joel.
I believe the word you're looking for is wigger. Rigger?
She's a rigger lover.
You know, I've always said that about her. That's why I'm happy you guys ended up together.
Thank you. Thank you.
What do her parents think about her dating a rigger?
We're good.
They don't know. It sounds like they don't know. She's like, it's all right, Dad. He watches NASCAR and scuba dives. He's like, oh my God.
He's a rigger with a job.
Just imagine how awkward that must be with them. I'm sure like her father's probably a little bit older and they're on the phone like, Dad, I'm dating a rigger. God damn it, Susan! I told you. What does he do for work? Oh, Dad, he's a rigger. God damn it, I know he's a rigger. Does he have a job? Yes, Dad, he's a rigger. Yes, I saw the picture, I knew he's a fucking rigger.
It's just unbelievably funny to me. If I gave up my career tonight, well then, we're gonna start a Patreon. I think we should just start a Patreon next week anyway. I'm pretty sure this show's costing me every job I auditioned for and everything. They Googled me once and they're like, oh, it's insanity. That's why I rationalize my lack of success in Hollywood.
There's something funny about doing white people shit. Like, do you ever jump out of a plane?
Oh yeah.
How many times have you skydived?
Like, I got about 850 jumps. I got a bid called doing white people shit.
I once got jumped by a black guy.
Well, 850 jumps sounds like a Gucci Mane album title.
It's got jumps on jumps on jumps.
Jump man. You wear Jordans when you... You do this? You skydive like this?
Wow. So what else do you do? What else is super white about you?
His pants? Sorry, they're short.
Drive a big black 4x.
Whoa.
4x? 4x4. That's short for 4x4. See, I'm like a little boy. I don't even know this shit. Like 4x. Wow.
Big black truck.
Big black truck.
Wow. White comedy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Why do you do it?
Dumb.
How long have you done it for?
What's that? Comedy?
Yeah.
Oh, I've only done your show 3. This is the 3rd time I've done it.
That's the only 3 times you've ever been on stage? Wow. Very cool. You're real natural at things that white people are extremely good at.
Why don't you go to mics and stuff all the time? Why don't you do it all the time?
Well, I'm in Orange, and I work a lot, and I'm actually trying to find a lot of open mics down there. I need to get up. I'm just dying to get up. I started watching that show. I'm dying up here, and I'm loving the whole thing. I'm trying. I gotta just do
a lot of our friends
right all the time.
You're in Orange. You should move to Grape.
That's good.
Yeah, you should find mics, man. Get up more. You're funny. There's something funny about you.
Thank you, bro.
Sorry for being...
I perform as often as I can. Last week, I actually performed at a place I performed at a long time. I performed at the Ha Ha Cafe.
Oh,
yeah, because I had a showcase for the Deaf Comedy Jam where on that show I performed, I think, with a bunch of riggers. Pretty sure.
Last time I was at the Ha Ha, they just called it the cafe.
We
You know what? I'll see you guys later.
We make this interview like 30 minutes longer just because we're so uncomfortable.
I think in honor of all the rigor talk, I think this set should run a little late, you know what I mean? Okie dokie. All right, now it's crossing a line. It's crossing to the Mason-Dixon line.
This interview has died and rigor mortis is second.
There he goes, Kevin Alexander. What do you guys think? Should we go to the bucket one more time? One more? Back there, they're not even clapping their hands. They don't know what. Oh, thumbs up? Gladiator style? All right, let's do it one more time. Let's see who the fuck's gonna hit lucky. Could be anybody. All right, let's see what happens here. Put your hands together. I think this guy's been up here before. Put your hands together for King Hassan. Here he comes. Fuck yeah. Make some noise for King Hassan.
How much did that cost?
Yeah, I'm like what every old grandparent's nightmares are made out of. I'm like Harvey Weinstein's fever dream. Let me tell you something. Speaking about assaulting white women. The juice is loose, baby. O.J. Simpson's out. Here's the one thing that bothers me about O.J. Simpson. He was actually a pretty good comedic actor, and he broke every single NFL rushing record there was at the time. But he's going to go down in history for allegedly killing one white woman. Right? That's what he's going to be known for forever. Magic Johnson was an NBA All-Star in the 80s with AIDS. I allege he killed way more white women. Because of the AIDS, people used to. Alright, I'm gonna end there.
King Hassan. You are by far one of the funniest blind comedians we've ever had on the show
I was in a
before.
car accident.
You were in a car accident?
No, well, I was walking and a car hit me and ran me over. And I smacked my head on the ground. And I have 8 stitches under here.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It was either this or
It's the
performance
best
nightmare.
impression of a stitch that I've seen all night, I'll tell you that. King Hassan, you got run over by a car. Now, I realize what you were just telling me.
Stand-up gazillionaire.
Yes, you just started stand-up how long ago?
2 years ago.
And you sold a company a few years ago for a lot of money.
Yeah,
we figured out for you. A lot.
You're, if you don't mind me saying, you're rigor rich.
I really hope you were here for the last comedian. Really hoping you didn't just walk in and your name happened to get pulled.
I don't care either way.
And that was the last time we saw Joelberg. Wow, so you're rocking the sunglasses, life is perfect, you're a fucking millionaire, you're living the life, you have a good body, a good look, everything's good, you go out, you get hit by a fucking car. How does this happen? How the fuck does it
Literally,
happen?
no broken bones, no internal bleeding.
What kind of car was it?
Jetta. I can take a Jetta.
You got hit by a Jetta? Oh my god.
Fuck Volkswagen.
The Jetta's total.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, never did this before.
What happened?
It was an 80-year-old lady.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Miss Daisy.
Yeah, and I was walking.
And you were driving her car.
I was walking behind her. She drove by. I was walking behind her, and I guess she thought she saw a parking spot, and then realized
She thought you were a parking spot?
No.
That is not right.
And then she jumped.
Look at that black mass! That must be a parking spot! God damn.
Are you gonna sue the fuck out of that old lady?
Yeah.
Get her money, man.
Get
More money.
What are the hundreds of millions that you already have? Fuck this old bitch's life up.
No, it was. Yeah, she's fine. Everyone's fine. I got up. I walked away. So I had to go to the hospital. But
Wow. Can we see your eye? Will you show
Yeah.
us?
No, it's just stitches along the brow line.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Now you're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
Looks like a fucking expensive doctor did those stitches.
Yeah.
But I get migraines when I look in the bright lights now.
Oh, must be
that's
sad.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Sue the fuck out of her.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everybody gets migraines if you look directly into the bright lights. Wow. So, where were you walking that she hit you, though? You weren't on a sidewalk, you were in the street. Maybe you were a little bit to blame. What were you wearing? Black t-shirt, black pants?
I was at the Burbank Farmers Market.
The Burbank Farmers Market? God, you really are rich.
And it was this just in the parking
That's
lot.
the whitest thing I've heard since Kevin Alexander said anything. I was at the Burbank Farmers Market, you know, doing some scuba diving prep.
Also a certified scuba diver.
Are you really?
Oh, scuba battles. Scuba battles. Scuba, go.
Wow. Much like Kevin Alexander, are there other white people things that you do other than scuba diving? That
Yeah, be rich.
For my taxes, I don't know. Just
Alright. Well, King, you were on this show a couple weeks ago. We
Yeah.
found out a bunch of fun stuff about you. Anything happen other than getting hit by a car? What did you say? Yo, go ahead. What was that?
So I did a show at the Belly Room on Saturday, and when I walked out, there was ambulances everywhere.
Sounds like
Yeah.
just about to happen again. Brian Redban on.
When I got to my car, there was a guy being strapped down into a gurney and put in the ambulance, and I was like, oh no, I hope he's all right. And then I realized he was a drunk driver who ran his car into my car, my parked car. Yeah.
What?
Just happened on Saturday.
Saturday
Yeah.
night. Here. When did you get hit by that other car?
Saturday before.
What are you doing this Saturday?
staying home.
Probably should. Get off the fucking streets, man. I've never had to tell somebody worth $100 million to get off the streets before.
I'm sorry I crossed you 3 weeks ago.
What kind of car do you drive?
Fisker.
What?
What?
Can't even pronounce
What's
that.
a Fisker?
A Fisker. There were.
Oh my god, I know what that is.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So that person didn't have insurance, I'm taking.
No, they did.
Really? Did they have enough
Like North Hollywood insurance?
Yeah, no, everything's fine. Everything's always fine.
Yeah, we know. We get that part.
Oh, no shit.
But you're not giving us the juice, man. We want to hear about the people
Well,
just
they
the fucking
called me-
struggle.
Yeah, no, I mean, it happened Saturday, so today's Monday, so insurance is taking care of it all day today.
Damn right they are. You got is it good insurance? You have
to get a new one?
Isn't King is so rich that his insurance lady is the actual progressive lady? It's actually, he has 2 insurance ladies, Hustle and Flow. That's pretty good. Anything else? What else is going on, King? How's your love life? What's going on there?
Love life is good. I got a pajama show.
You got a what?
I host a pajama party.
A pajama party?
Yeah.
Wow, you should
Yeah.
have these guys. They're the cat's pajamas. What do you mean you host a pajama party?
At Floppers. Once a month. It's
Floppers?
Floppers.
Floppers. The Floppers is for the heavier comedians. It's down the street.
Belly floppers.
So what goes on at a pajama party at Floppers?
I'm just in a 6'3" onesie telling jokes.
Wow. Where do you buy a 6'3" onesie?
So,
do a lot of people show up in their pajamas?
yeah, sold out every, yeah. About
Sell it out?
75% of the audience comes in pajamas. And then 25% are too cool, so whatever. Fuck them.
That's interesting. I'm surprised how successful a pajama show is. I've never really thought about making the audience dress up for anything.
Just the band.
October 29th, we're having a Death Squad Halloween show where all the comics are going to be dressed up.
Oh, cool.
We're in the main room.
Well, King, I wish you the best of luck. Stop getting hit by shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
He already had the best of luck, Tony.
Yeah.
The best of luck.
How often do you work out, King?
Every morning.
Do you have a Bowflex?
Every morning.
How long you own 6 Bowflexes? Or you just stare in the mirror, just pumping that bow?
No, he has an Equinox.
Have you always worked out every morning, or is that something you did after you started getting rich?
No, I remember I told you last time I used to be super fat. And my grandma died of diabetes, and then I started lifting weights. Yeah.
God damn. Do you really have a Bowflex?
No.
No? You have like a little gym?
I go to the gym.
You go to the gym.
Is the movie Black Panther based off of you?
Not yet.
A joke, you'll listen to this podcast in 3 months or 4 months from now, and you'll be like, that was great.
King, you're a very, very compelling story. I love it when you come on here. You're different than all the other people. You have hundreds of millions of dollars, and you still chase your dreams. And clearly, you're working hard at it. There he goes, King Hassan. He's on Twitter at Black8Love. Getting Alexander. Love Delilah Hart. Funny, Whoopsie Daisy, The Real Frog, Journey Comedy. Look at this amazing drawing from Ryan J. Ebelt. And it was another amazing drawing I saw today last week's with Tom Segura and Ralphie May. It was a great one. This is another one. Make sure you check it out on the front patio. He's going to be showing it off right after the show. We're all going to get drinks out there and hang out for a bit. Remember, next week is Ron White. He's going to make it. He's going to be in town this weekend, so he's already going to be here. No chance, even if his plane breaks again next weekend, he'll already be here. How about making some noise for Jason Weeman Aguna and Joe Joelberg Jimenez. A lot of fun stuff going on with these guys. Joel's on Twitter and social media mostly. Sorry, anything else, Joel?
Yeah, watch Nathan For You. I worked in the art department. All right.
Nathan For You on Comedy Central. He's in the art department. Motherfucking Weeman! One of my favorite humans. Anything you want to plug or anything like that?
I got Ryan t-shirts now. He's modeling, that guy's modeling them right there.
Oh, I love that. What are those available at?
Just hit me up on Instagram or whatever right now.
Just fucking hit him up on anything.
Hit me up on anything.
You heard it. You heard the man.
Instagram, I am Lee Man.
I fucking love that. Jeremiah Watkins, the great and power. Make some fucking noise for Jeremiah Watkins. People are out of fucking control time. I know. I think you clap a lot. You have to pay your damn dues.
Follow me on social media at Jeremiah Stand Up, and I'll be in New York City November 7th through 15th, and La Jolla, California, headlining with The Wave from Comedy Central November 30th.
There you go, the great Patty Reagan. Dirty, dirty little outdoor cat. Look at his little fucking dirty smeared whiskers.
Listen to the music of Bill Evans.
I'll tell you whose music to listen to. Tall motherfucking Wilkenfeld, everybody! She's at the St. Rock in Hermosa, November 5th. Coach House, November 8th. Velvet Jones, November 10th in Santa Barbara. November 11th, Mill Valley. November 13th, she's in Sacramento, California. November 15th, Solana Beach. And November 30th, I'm positive if it's not already sold out that it's going to sell out. So get your tickets right now for the Troubadour, Hollywood, California. Tall Wilkenfeld. Headlines are out. West Coast, California, 2017 tour.
Chris Dillon on the drums.
Yeah, that's Roman Chris on Twitter and Instagram. CHROMACHRIS. Just like that, right? Okay.
All right, go Dodgers.
Australia, Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, and Brisbane, and La Jolla. My own weekend there, the first weekend of November, and I'm in at the end of November, all of Australia. Brian Red Band.
I'm taking Death Squad on the road. We're having a little mini tour. Indianapolis, November 8th. Columbus, Ohio, November 9th. And just went on sale, Pittsburgh, November 10th.
I fucking love it. Lots of shows going out to all you listeners around the world. We absolutely love you, appreciate you. Rate, review, subscribe, tell your fucking friends, have viewing parties, tweet about it. Have fun. Put your hands together for Josh Martin Comet, producer of the amazing media, running Baby Bell. Thank you, live audience. We'll see you soon. Have a good night.
Still is like,